everyone, coming on with a quick haul from the op shops from last week. I haven't posted any videos for a few days. I actually had surgery late last week and this is the first day I've been up and about out of bed. But I went op shopping the day before my surgery with my husband and these are the pieces that we found. So I thought I'd come on and do a video so I don't get backlogged. There's quite a few pieces and they're quite piled up, so what I'll do is I've got my little tub off to the side again and I'll go through and show you pieces and I'll move them off as I've shown them. So let's get into it. The first piece we found, which I absolutely love, is this really large sequin brooch and it was only $1. And it was actually a really good find because it was in a lot where there was hairpins and headbands and things like that, so you wouldn't have thought that there would be a brooch there. And at first I thought this might be a hair clip of some kind, but yeah, for $1 I thought that is really, really cool. So that was the first piece. I'll get to some silver. These are from a few different op shops. If I remember which ones we got them from or they're labelled, you'll be able to see. This set I paid a bit more than what I usually would. It's sterling silver. It's got a matching ring, earrings and pendant. I do not like this string that it's on, although the clasp is actually silver as well. I don't know if you can see. I won't be keeping it on that. I just like it where any time when there's matching sets. I think they're good to grab. So that's the set there. They even look like they could be handmade. I did pay $15 for that, which is more than I would pay, but when you have a look at what we purchased on the day over all the shops, some things we got so dirt cheap and other things I paid a bit more for because I like them. So yeah, that set was $15. This is actually really beautiful, this brooch. This was only $2. It does have an amethyst stone in the center, and I got it actually from the same op shop that I found the 18 karat pearl brooch at last week. Of course, Puss is going to come say hello. She just jumped up, and it does have a little star here that as a mark. I can't see any gold or silver mark on it, but it is really, really well made, and I would not be surprised if it is something nicer. So I am going to test that for silver, because yeah, it's really beautiful condition, and that was $2. From the same op shop, I got this cute little shell seahorse, and he was 50 cents. What else did I get from that store? And I got this pair of earrings, big sterling silver hoops. This shop, as I said, they have said before, they have big tubs and they'll have all their brooches, all their earrings, pendants, and they're all separated into separate tubs. And these were just on the top, and you have to just pick out pieces and you ask how much, and they said $2, and they're clearly marked sterling silver here. So some really big hoops I'll be keeping to wear. That same op shop, I found this piece it was just a necklace that was sitting on the shelf, and normally their necklaces are $3 each, but this was sitting amongst some stuff on a back shelf, and I asked her how much. She said $4. Don't know if anyone's familiar with this symbol here. And if we check on the back, it's marked 925 ALE. It's actually a Pandora one, and it's got beautiful pink flowers down it with crystals, so I'll definitely be keeping this one to wear. And this would retail at around $150 to $200, I believe. I'm not familiar with their necklaces, but that was $4, so I thought for $4, bargain. What else did I get from that shop? I got these little things. Now, these are quite unusual, but I'd never seen them before, but I really loved the little boxes. So these are all enameled on the top, and they're actually little scents, so made in India, and it has like a cream inside or an oil. Smell it, and it's scented, and you can actually just pop these scented things out, and then you've got some cute little pots, which is probably what I'm going to use them for in the end. I just really loved the little enamel pots. So I got 5 of those and they were $1 each. Very, very cute. Then the next thing we found was this very cute little pewter kookaburra. He was only $1, and I thought he's very, very sweet. Then, yeah, like I said, we got them at all different stores, so I'll just go through them and show you what we found. Hubby found this pendant for $3 at an op shop. It's marked Thomas Sabo 925 on the back. Again, this is a retired piece, and when we looked it up online, they're again around that $150 to $200 mark. So if you ever see Thomas Sabo pieces, grab them. And the signature, I don't know if you can see it here, it's like a in cursive, Thomas Sabo here, and that it is stamped 925. And we did have a problem. I said before in stores, when you purchase something and you know it's something good, don't put it down, because we made the mistake of putting it down on the bench, and the lady picked it up and had a better look at it, and she said, oh, I think this is gold, and she took it out the back, and another manager came out, and the manager got a loop out, and she was arguing with me saying, oh, this says 925. 925 means gold, and I had to show her that 925 actually means silver. In the end, we ended up getting it, I think it was $3. We ended up getting it for $3 after a lot of arguing back and forward. But my tip is, don't put it down. If it's in your hand, show them the price tags on it and just hand over the money, and then put it in your bag and then continue shopping around the rest of the shop. Because if you pop things behind the counter, then there's a high likelihood that either a staff member will take a closer look at it. So yes, definitely remember that tip. Sometimes we forget, and we nearly got caught out on that. She wasn't going to sell it to us. There's this sterling silver necklace for $3. It's a plain chain. This one we grabbed for $2. It wasn't marked, but I thought it looked suspiciously like it could be gold or silver. So for $2, I just grabbed it. This piece here is really cool. Hubby found this one. I actually missed it. It was sitting on a tray with other pieces of jewellery, and I just thought it was a little Murano figurine, and then flipped it over, and hubby said, oh, there's a brooch here, darling. So he grabbed that one. It was $5, and it's my first glass one. And I really love it. It's so unusual. Beautiful condition, no chips. So very happy with that piece. I purchased these ones for myself. So I paid a little bit more for these, but I really love the lapis and the shell, mother of pearl. Everyone who watches my channel knows that I love mother of pearl pieces, and I just thought these were really pretty. I wouldn't normally, I paid $10 for them. I wouldn't normally, but because I wanted them for myself, I'll pay that little bit more. If I'm buying for investment, then I would factor in whether the weight was worth it, etc. I found this very cute pair of vintage 1950s rhinestone earrings. Beautiful condition, immaculate, for $4. And this is the kind of pieces that I collect, and when you find them in this condition, you just grab them for that price. Hubby picked, oh sorry, my throat. Hubby picked this one. It's mother of pearl and onyx in like a yin-yang kind of a shape. That one was $8. And I think that particular day it was 20% off, so we would have got that slightly cheaper. Where am I up to? These two pieces here are very, very, very cool. They're actually in the original boxes, DC Comic Originals, and they are stamped on the rear also. DC Comic 95, and they are Wonder Woman. Little pendant and matching earrings. Now, I paid up for these. It was $30 for the set, I think. Or was it $20 each? No, it was $30 for the set. But I looked up online, and retail they're in the $100 mark, so it was well worth it. But I have a lovely friend who I'm going to gift these to because she needs to see the Wonder Woman in herself. So I got those for her. DC Comics. This necklace is really, really cool. I've never seen one like it. It's kind of a tribal design, all made from beads. It was $4 at a Vinnie's, and so I grabbed it. I thought it was really unusual and huge. Actually, I could probably leave that there now. This piece here was one that we also paid a little bit more for. It was from the same op shop where I got the earrings and the big glass brooch from. And it looks to be missing a pearl here in the front. I'd say it would have had a pearl sitting in there. But it's on this really lovely neoprene necklace, and it's got a beautiful clasp. And something told me that this was quality. It is marked here on the back, but we can't make out who the maker is. But again, when you've been collecting for a long time, you can tell a designer piece when you see it. And something like this was, how much was it? $25. So I took a punt because I think this is a high-end designer. And if it is, it could be worth in the realm of $300 to $500. So I grabbed it for $25, and I actually really would love to wear it. And I'm going to have my jeweler pop a pearl back in the center of it, or even a gemstone, because I think that this is supposed to be a flower of some kind, maybe even an orchid. But yeah, so that one we paid $25 for. Moving along over here, the last individual piece I purchased was this. It was $3. It's red coral and turquoise. You can tell that it's genuine red coral because of the edges. Really lovely. Again, has a beautiful feel to it. Nice and heavy. Really nice quality. And that was $3. So the last lot over here, I'll pop all these ones away so I can spread these out. This lot over here to the side was actually the last op shop we went to for the day, and when I go in there, they have a little bit of jewellery out in the cabinets, but I always ask the lady, do they have any more? Because they have tubs and tubs under the counter, but they only put out a few pieces at a time. And the lady got the tub out for me, and she said, go through them all and pick out what you like, and then I'll give you a price at the end. So I got all of these pieces here. I'll go through and show them to you. And then it just kept coming. She was pulling out bag after bag after bag, and I got to actually look through the bags first. And of course, all these other people started swarming that were in the shop trying to have a look first. But hubby was with me, so he kind of kept the shoulder in and kept them back so I could finish looking. But I'll show you what I got, and at the very end, I'll tell you what I paid for the whole lot. So the first thing I found was this sterling silver little charm bracelet, marked 925, and it's got cute little enamel charms on it. There was this, which I thought was just sterling silver, a little sterling silver chain with a little charm, but then when hubby looked when we got home, this is actually stamped 9 carat on the back with a little diamond. So that was pretty good. I found this sterling silver chain with a little pendant on. There was this very cute little lucite brooch, 1950s. I found a single sterling silver cufflink, and I grabbed it because I've noticed a lot of people now are making these into necklaces. So they're taking a chain and just popping it through there and actually hanging them like this as necklaces. So if I see single ones now, I am going to grab them if they're cheap. So because it seems to be something people are doing now. So that's a little tip. Don't throw out your single cufflinks. There's this sterling silver pendant, sterling silver and onyx. It does have a little chip on the corner, but when you hear what I paid, it doesn't really matter. This is another alpaca and power shell and onyx brooch / pendant, made in Mexico. There's this sterling silver pendant with shell on a chain, a neoprene chain. I grabbed a couple of little brooches. They're peacocks, just modern ones, but again, I just was grabbing a little pile of things. And there's quite a lot of other brooches, but majority of them had missing stones or were broken. These ones are actually missing little stones from their eyes, but I don't think that it matters. They're really pretty. I grabbed this big chunky chain necklace because of the big chunks of natural turquoise on it. So it is a modern necklace, but I might just pull it apart to pull the turquoise off. Really lovely. I found this necklace, which is natural genuine pink pearls and purple crystal. And I got this one. There's a funny story to this. I have a lovely lady who is friends with me on Facebook as well, and she follows me on my channel, so she'll probably see this video. Hi Nellie, Aussie Vintage Queen Australia on YouTube, and hubby and I were watching one of her videos the other day where she was showing part of her jewellery collection, and she has a lot of faux pearl jewellery and was saying she didn't have genuine pearls yet. So my husband said, next time we're at an op shop and we find genuine pearls, we're going to send her a set. So we found this one, and hubby grabbed it and said, we're going to send this one to Nellie. So I think they dyed, because the pink I don't think is natural. If you have a look here, I think they dyed, but they are genuine freshwater pearls and a little crystal necklace. So Nellie, message me on Facebook with your address, and I'll pop those in the post to you, because every girl should have a set of real pearls. Then second and last piece I found was this really lovely glass bead necklace. This has got little faceted black ones and like Venetian glass beads. Again, I grabbed this for the quality. Really, really lovely feel to it, really heavy. And then the last piece was this French Jet vintage barrel clasp strand of beads. They're really dirty, they need a clean. And when I say French Jet, it's just what people call the black glass from that period. It's actually not jet at all. Whitby Jet is real jet, and it's more opaque than this. So when I do an identification video, I can show the difference. But yeah, that one's a really lovely vintage piece. Now, when I had all of these pieces out on the counter, I said to the lady, how much for the lot? And I always kind of have an amount in my head that I think, oh, maybe if it's this much, then I'll get it. If it's not, then I'll, change my mind. And she said to me, $3. And I was just like, $3? Really? And she's just going like this, and having a look. She said, $3. And I said, look, I'd like to pay 10. I think that $3 isn't enough. and she would not let me pay 10. She took my card off me, and then my husband said, well, at least take 5 then. And she said, three. She just kept saying $3. So very, very lovely lady. And so I grabbed all these pieces for $3. So that was a really good score. It's not an op shop we go to often, but when I do, I always ask to have a look at other pieces. So yeah, that was our op shop haul for last week. I didn't get to go out this weekend to anywhere, to swap meet or anywhere. I've just been too unwell since my surgery, but I will be hopefully back into it this weekend, see how I go. But I wanted to catch up and be able to have something to post today. So thank you so much for watching. Nellie, again, please message me and I'll get that necklace off to you. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.